welcome to another edition of Chronicles of Life. My name is Razak Kofi, as always, and as well, we are also at Hillcrest Apartment in the center of Takrady. For your long or short stays, this is the best alternative for you. And also, Hillcrest operates the Calendars event center for corporate and social events. You can also choose Calendars. Calendars is close to the beach. They serve amazing food as well. And as an event center, they will help you to also plan your event, whichever way it is and however way you want it to be. One of the attributes of my guest today is controversial and loud. Yeah, so I would want him to mention his name. Welcome to the show, my brother.
My brother Razak, Charlie. Thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you so much. Be cool.
Yeah.
Charlie, nice one.
Thank you for making time. Thank you for making time.
Thanks for
I want you. This is your camera. I want you to tell them your name.
My name, my full name.
Yes, your full name.
AK. Anyway, I'm Samuel Jima Apia.
Okay.
Kofi Jima.
Okay.
That's probably like people in Takrady were from Kofi Jima.
Kofi Jima. Yeah.
But and Bishop in the my nickname.
Everybody calls you Bishop too.
Bishop. Yeah. But one name. Old day, no from a reverend. Until we can reverend and I'm there, the person or your old person, like minimum from childhood. Yeah.
And in that may say wooden bishop.
Yeah.
But then mistake am I in them or them me a bishop reverend and a reverend bishop.
I don't know because church bishop.
Because mama nimpa masanso me save in bishop with capital letters here. Lighthouse.
Okay.
One former regional bishop.
Okay.
And most of the time, anytime I'm calling you beer,
you mistakenly
I call him.
How people calling me saying the same thing, like friends.
Yeah.
Guys, ladies, like friends, all my friends. Charlie would never send us I'm a friend so far, I'm a friend. You want me send message, but anyway, that is the
then me changing me and Bishop Kofi Jima. Bishop Kofi Jima.
But if you think that is difficult, you can just call me Kofi Jima.
Yeah. You don't know this. I don't know if I've told you this before, but
tell me
one of the times I may respect you more. Then I'd seen you, Charlie. You are one of the guys who are chill, like
I like chilling a lot.
Yeah, you love chilling, especially at Vienna. When George
he was a very good friend.
So one time I went to George. I was going to have an event, and George was on it. So I went there. Now there was noise. Until okay, you go to casino.
All right.
Until you go casino.
Yeah.
Now, I think. What is that game?
It's roulette, Russian roulette.
Until you go I think you were there.
Yeah.
No, when you came, you saw me and I say, oh, what's that then? No, I say, I say, damn roulette, what one then? Meanwhile, but I don't know how, like, most more.
You want to know it.
You don't remember what you told me?
But definitely I will tell you not to play. It's not a good thing.
Exactly what you told me. You told me there.
Yeah.
Razak, I don't even want you to learn it. I don't want you to know about it so that you'll be tempted to even want to try. Because that thing there is a demon.
It's very dangerous. And then let me add up to what you said on this roulette. This is, by the way, George is a very good friend. Those days, for me to hang out over there, it was either maybe snooker or I'll go sit by the roulette and be playing with it. And sometimes he being a friend and a manager, he was okay, Bishop, one man in credit need be non from, but we call it credit. It is not like they are crediting you. The money that what they points we call it credit. One more Bishop credit non friend. So sometimes I'll just hang out. But then for so many years, I've been sitting by roulette and friends, some of us, we like digits, we like numbers, to play with numbers. And then when you know coding and those stuffs, you understand me. But I don't want people to know it because it is something that is very difficult. And it's a very bad thing for the youth not to really try venture into it because a lot of people have lost their lives. And
when you told me that, George Lepe, why is that thing so bad? What did you tell me? You said it's so bad.
It's so bad, yeah.
George Kachame, Razak, you are a gentleman. Don't think about this thing. This thing is
the funny thing about this, what you're saying is true. And because of what you're saying, funny thing is that a lot of friends, you see, most people who go to that room to hang out over there, people think that one go school crowd that they have this perception like about them that, oh, this guy, now why is he really wasting his time and stuff? Some of us, it's a fun game. Like you going to watch football. Even though it's expensive play, it is some of the things that they have fun. So if you don't have ways and means to really have a backup to sit by those things, you don't sit by it. That is the whole thing. It's a very dangerous thing. I wouldn't encourage anybody.
He told me exactly that.
He
told me that, Charlie, this thing has financially crippled
a lot of people. I've had no friends who will because of that. Because debts have on them, they can't really survive.
Yeah, it's true.
Some are really fortunate too. It's a game for the rich.
Exactly.
It's like this betting thing. I don't encourage it, but then that is the only option left for them. So if you know Oscar, he will just go into it and double the money. That one is up to them. But I wouldn't encourage anybody to go into that.
Just is that the advice you are giving to the youth who are into sports betting and
sport betting and everything? You see, I told somebody, a friend asked me, do you bet and do you do stuff? And I said, you see, those things are really introduced to people who have money. You see, if you don't have means to survive, you don't venture into it. Because the next thing is, you go and pick it and then come and use it, and the police will come after you. So it's better you don't do it at all, and you don't get addicted. And everything that you do in your addiction now, it's very bad.
It's very bad.
That is
at what point do you think you were introduced to betting or these monetary games?
We will go into my childhood life. My whole childhood life is about gambling. It's not like I gambled from childhood, but where I lived and where I stayed.
Tell me about it.
Yes, so that is it. So I grew up from Timbaba. If you get to Daviama,
I know Timbaba.
Very good. There if you get to Daviama, there is this old NDC office.
Okay, yeah.
It's the next house, maybe not Tondoko and Antibeba. The next house near Summer House. Summer House was the house that I was staying in. You can just imagine. I grew up from Zongo.
Yeah.
There was Kwesimtim taxi station, and then the next one is Top 10. That is the hard boy stop there. And the main spin is just here.
Yeah.
So I was right in the middle.
Charlie.
That is where I grew up. And it's very, very hard over there. I learned a lot of stuff over there. Like, as young as I was in that time, who be to the Molidi, as Muslims call it and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of these encounters and experience really open your almost eye open. Was me young and Molidi, like then I would just watch my friends. I mean, what formation they do, and it was so fun, you know. But so sometimes we'll go hunting. Make a best be saying hunting for what? We just enter beach road here, and then yes, call na match na koto. And then we are and then when we get back to the house, our parents will be on us. Sometimes they call new takrade. That is the Eponano. You go guarantee about what tough and switch. No, I'm not sure there. No, what's your price? We'll go and say the next day. It's growing up, the challenge is there. You are exposed to some of these bad things. Me, as early as at the age of 7 to 8 years, was the first time that I saw weed. I got exposed to like seeing weed, how it looks like. And the same age was the age that I got exposed to what is called white drug powder. That is filly with my eyes. Yes, because of my area. Now I was playing table tennis. Now Obi rent bicycles. You know, those days bicycles were not common.
Rented,
I don't know whether this generation will understand what I'm saying.
Per hour.
Yes,
and also then we're renting there. Able to choose from one end to the other.
It's your time. I know what you but I don't know. You know that.
Yes, later extra time.
Over charge you. I don't know. This is I don't know. It doesn't exist anymore because bicycles not appropriate. So I would go there, hire bicycle. Sometimes I will even hire a bicycle when we rent it, like hire it to another person. Into one another shama, and then he will be asking. My bike on the bike.
Some letter.
Exactly. We were looking for money, 8, 9 years. That time, if you could survive at that area, top 10, timber bar, main spin, that area in Indiana, you should be very tough. And I was coming from a family that my dad was very, very strict. Sometimes I would just jump the wall. You know, John, my Zongo guys, friends, and then we'll go. It's I'm from Zongo, that I'm in the mayor didn't room. And today, I know we protect him. That kind of.
At that point, were you doing that because now it's burning Nifia, and then area boys lean into other Charlie?
It's kind of stuff. My dad was a USC manager at that time. He was very rich. I think even the whole area, we got near to know. I wouldn't boast, but most of the people I want to mean, I think Obi and same because Yen TV back in 1990, Yen TV it was very big. The basic pardon, no actually World Cup and you would realize after the stadium,
yeah,
this is part that baby from that time and then I remember we had this phone, telephone.
Yeah.
Say Obi beti any caller, or there was one number for number,
exactly,
and I could walk to number 2.
Wow.
Go call somebody, come and wait at someone's house for the husband to call our brochi.
Yeah.
And you know, home was very good. Okay. And then I was attending good schools.
Yeah.
But it's just that you see, there is a saying that baby
the peer influence is normal.
Yeah. It's normal.
Yeah.
Because I would wake up when I'm in the room and I stand on the corridor, then when my friends near is I want to get down. Exactly. My mom would say no. And I would think about the next plan. I would jump or just use the back of the under story build no for nature no me sang
interesting. Interesting. So where did you school?
Air Force Complex. I had my primary school. My primary school me have about 2-3 places. I don't want to mention all because some of them no had papa. It's from one school to one school. Yeah, me have from them okay. It's because and they were complex. Air Force Complex because they had rules and the military people I think one time I was even arrested there. Watching the guard room, yeah.
Okay, then.
I was the one keeping the keys of the school. And most of my mates I I kept the keys. The next day I met there in about 8 a.m. No one I would headmistress, Obia assembly time. Now was mad than a key no more.
See that no do.
No, normally nobody call guard room.
Okay.
So that we will leave it for the next person to come and pick it up. But we are free. You couldn't somebody say I call find a man to go for and next day I was with Daniel Kumsen. He's working at the mines now. He's a very good friend. Body. You do school and was a Charlie. You call Gadum, you can't walk in. I was saying, you know that time. Oh my God, it was so funny. Yeah. For 1 hour, but he gave us some training. Yeah. And I loved Complex. So from Complex, that is when I moved to Adesado, tertiary, like secondary school. After Adesado, UCC. Let's talk about Adesado. Because Obia was here, didn't some action big go pie for there. But funny enough, when I went to a disco, no, it changed scene. Maybe we were at disco, no. Before I decided, there is this story about maybe people don't know. Maybe you are the first person that really exposed that thing on camera. I don't tell people. People don't know the other side. Okay. The name Reverend. Okay. Yeah. And a disco has something in common. And it started from Complex, GHS3. Getting to my final year, I was that stubborn. I don't know how to describe my stubbornness. Razak, I don't know. My dad will be watching, my parents, my family, everybody will be watching. They will see this. But then I started smoking weed, very tender age. Yeah, I don't care to share this. Some of this, it's not GHS, it's class 6. Class 6? Yeah, stage 6. Wow. That is how we call it. Oh, yes. Yeah. And then baby in ghettos. It's ghettos. Yeah. And most of the routes, it's either I'm leading them, like my headmistress, no, you BBMP, like that kind of. So every time I was giving, I'm the last one of my parents. Every time, so one guy, his name is Mr. Lamte. He's teaching at St. Mary's now, if I'm in care, Mr. Lamte. He came to me, called me, sat me down, spoke to me, and it was about this Krife anointed. He has SU group and stuff. If I change, a lot of people will change. So he's begging me in the name of God. I lead this kind of guys into so many things. And me change it, and I will think about it. So it started like that, and my friend Benjamin Eshen, he changed first. He was the shark brain that time in our school. Oh, changing, a man for boy. Oh, changing, no. And I was very intelligent. You know, most of these boys were intelligent. One were intelligent, so were leading Kofu. So when I changed, most of my friends started following me. So we started this SU. Oh, okay. So I'm coming to the Reverend. Yeah. I think this is the first time I'm saying this thing, and it will be exposed on your show. So these friends would go to SU, come, and that time now I was attending to my books. We'll go for classes. I wasn't doing any stubborn thing anymore. No more ghettos, not joining the mainstream boys. I was serious about my classes and stuff. Okay, I want to be Kufe. My friends were like, oh, boy, for some short time. But anyway, that short time that I really changed in my life really helped me. Because one, my SSC, just imagine me blowing or fine. Okay. I went to Adesado. And when I went to Adesado,
JSS result,
BC, it was good. To me, enter Adesado, no. that kind of training now, Mr. Lamte and my friends, colleagues, fellowship, it's really helped me. Because when I got now into a disco, why there? At disco, it's like I'm a changed person, so I can't fit in that kind of bad life.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, at disco boy, what can I do? Disco no, I suffer from rowdy kakra. Yeah, rowdiness in Oshibia. What can I be about kakao? Once I entered at this school and then the change began, like, oh, when they see this guy be bad boy, but he make cool. Oh, we call him Rev. Then the thing started.
Oh, okay.
So Rev, be Odo. He's lovely and that. Until Rev, not on which you're the so for you so handsome, he's good. Name the at this school. Now
at disco day,
the action wasn't.
Yeah,
I was very quiet. I was actually with. I wasn't even
Bible
going to
life.
Not kind of Bible. I was like master.
Yeah.
And actually wanted to be a pastor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because most of my friends, the kind of people that you find yourself with, they will influence you. I was working with Prophet Bishop Osetutu now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, Reverend Apostle Ekwansa Gray, Reverend Amakwata. Most of this, your top as of now,
they were your friends.
It's not like I've worked one-on-one. I've slept in their house. I've worked with a lot of them. I've done programs as in programs. I've written a book. People don't know. Yes. So I have a story that is unspoken. Like
a lot of them.
Yeah, I wrote a book at the age of maybe at this time, 16.
So you wrote a book?
Yeah, Melancho Praise Me, Trinity Praise Me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Wisdom or Riches. A lot of people know it.
Wisdom
or Riches.
Oh, wow. Yeah. What, like, it was it Bible focused?
It wasn't Bible. I was inspired by, people, you can have sense. If you have knowledge, you need direction of a supreme being to really give you wisdom, because wisdom is different from knowledge.
Yeah.
That kind of. So I tried to differentiate between wisdom and knowledge in that book. And it was sold out. I printed 3,000 pieces. And that gave me a step ahead to really enter university. They bought it. Dr. Chris was the first person who bought it. He bought it. That time, old money was 20,000. 200 million.
200 million?
Those days, yeah, 1990 something. Oh, yeah, they helped me. You can ask all of them.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
They helped me. So those things really motivated me. It's at Adisco was a quite, different stage altogether. I would advise my friends who would go smoke that. You see, I was smoking weed myself. I've stopped, and they should stop, quit and stuff, so that they can focus on the academics, because there is time for everything. If you finish school, if you'll be able to MBA.
Yeah. What did you study at this school?
I did general art.
General art.
Yeah,
okay.
A2. No more A2. No more Hamlin House.
Oh, okay.
And I was their complaint manager. When we say complaint manager, you see, in the evening, at this school, you upon classes. After you prep in the evening.
And if they echo complaint manager, and some of them snitch.
No, that be a friend complaint manager. Every house has a complaint manager. Complaint manager here, Obia, he sees to the affairs of the house, and in the evening, the prayer section and Jama.
Oh, okay.
In the evening, you be prepper. Before you are you be share house master. We will all pray, have some Jama non-stop, 10 minutes, and then have a section with my house master too. I will give him a chance to come and talk to them before we go and sleep.
Every evening?
Every evening after prep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you know what your prayers we are? Yeah.
Just to motivate me.
Yes. Oh, okay. And then you went from Adisco.
From Adisco, I had two options. Some catch there. The minimum no bomb was me try SSE. Now it was two options, either to choose. Now I had Legon and UCC, but I didn't want to go to school.
You didn't want to further?
No,
why?
My love for the things of the ministry, that is church and other stuffs, became so intense that, you see, I'm somebody, when I'm that type that me a extreme person. When I want to do something, I make sure that my focus, if I want to drink this water, I can forget about everybody and make sure that I drink this whole water. Me, we are saying Rebecca sound. Yeah, Obia me extremist. Like me, Obia me mad drinks you that me. It's my friends them in one. We started going to Atria Mountains.
Yeah, wow.
After that time I could pick train. This time we don't have it again.
Yeah, you don't.
I could pick train in the 90s to Kumasi. Nobody will find me in town. I'm going to my home. I'm 1 week. I'll just go to Accra Mountains.
It was that extreme.
Oh yeah, very extreme. Go to Accra Mountains and come. So they started, even my parents were worried. They themselves, they were worried.
What age were you then?
Very young. I was getting maybe 20 years, but more than 20. You know, young boy at that time, and Obia route to phone. You know, sit in the house, this spirituality, you are praying to you are fasting, you are over fasting, that kind of, and I've came to realize that in this life, whatever that you do, people will talk about it.
Yeah.
Whether it is bad or good. Are good you are overdoing that good thing.
Yeah, it's true.
So they would, my dad, no, you don't have to. And yes, I said, okay, Dad, make school is here, now go.
So after secondary school, no, you said you didn't want to.
I didn't want to go.
Continue because you wanted to go into
full-time ministry with my friends.
How many years are now?
Oh, it took me like, it's a year. No, what my option first? No, 2-3 years. But what my option a year to enter.
Yeah.
Anytime. Until 1 year, full year. Now me will fear me and send American school the next year. Until me mates and I said big jump.
Yeah. So finally, who convinced you that you should go?
It was one of my brothers. He spoke to me, Shange. He's based in the UK. He called me. He said, "You know what? You can still do whatever you want to do, and still be in the university." I said, "No, but my life, I don't want to be exposed to university life. I don't want to see anybody cry and be the same life." Then he said, "No, you know, when you go there, it will give you upper hand over your friends and stuff in ministry." And I said, "Okay." So I laid down my tools and I embraced UCC. Because I thought that would be the shorter place to the house.
Yeah,
in Pefiaba, Accra, they want to go to Accra at all.
So eventually you got into UCC.
Yeah.
What were you admitted for? Like
I did African studies as the major, that is African politics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And how was life in UCC with your CRIF background? Yeah, with your CRIF background.
So that is another story to really talk about. UCC got me exposed to so many bad things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pause and take my time and then talk about this. So, whoever that you are in life, whatever you want to do, make sure that you do it. Don't let anybody really distract you. If you want to be a doctor, if that is your dream, just make sure that your concentration will be on that thing and you focus. So this is what happened. My dad was more curious, like, no, I'd be a doctor, I'd be a lawyer, this and that and that and that. And to me, where UCC now, maybe I make courses. What happened was, it's like what forced to go school.
Yeah.
You need to go school because they are ready to.
Was there any influence from your parents on the course that you chose at UCC? And now, as long as you want to go, just go and do whatever.
Not at all. But my dad is somebody that had high expectations about Number. Was a very intelligent, a doctor he want to really help you to get all the tools and facilities. I was born my doctor, but me didn't need different. What force man that mean ministry, I mean go school. Now I thought that it was the right thing for me, and I listened to both. When you go, any support, there was money home.
Yeah.
Any support that you need, anything that you need, we will give it to you. Don't worry, Charlie, go. As soon as I enter UCC, I saw that it was a different environment altogether. That is my first year. You are doing well, Charlie, a good DACO school. Getting to second semester, now you call a brother, we are siblings, also. Yeah. Charlie, what's up? School, my old man, I can't take money from you anymore. You know what I mean? He's a big man, old man. Until I called one of my siblings, Charlie, big bro, this is a Moko school, I'm here skill. And everybody will mobilize. But all the baby I found now, be as why busy. Everybody is hot. And in the Akabochi, now I didn't really man when I sit till now.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe they had money, excess that they were just mafia those days. My busy, I'll call you back and stuff. So then now I decided to really take life into my own hands. That Charlie, after all, I'm a big man, I'm growing. Why don't I start some business? I'm a business person. So I started forming groups on campus.
That was second year.
Yeah. There is one thing about me. God has given me that small gift in organizational stuffs. So I started calling some Kumasi boys and stuff. I went in business. Okay, there is Habo in Takrade. In Sadami, and there will be only more UCC those days. I'll come to Takrade, come and buy the home use fridges. Yeah.
Home use fridges?
Fridges, Moto na anyo.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Nam da ko UCC, nam a poster. Nam da ko girls in one hostel. Main campus JCR na do abo bo ni one as I need iron. So iron to whatever. We were selling all those things to students. I was the one selling on campus.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I started making money from campus.
From campus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I diverted from those ministries. I became a businessman.
Oh wow! So you
and ministry
money.
On campus too didn't help.
Yeah.
Because most of the people who would come and advise you, or encourage you, or motivate you to do the right things,
they
themselves. They themselves. The thing didn't really entice me anymore.
Okay.
So I saw that now,
so
fighting for salvation.
Their life was almost like the one you had left.
Exactly, the old life. So why would I go again? And the people who were supposed to even motivate me, some of these pastors, that even me a good still. Some of them were not really practicing the good stuffs. Personally, me, the way I met you has this academy controversial. The band I'm the condo, and I started criticizing them that. But you are telling people that they shouldn't do this, and you are a pastor. Then a small girl, what is the meaning of that? So I started fighting for your salvation. That is why it is written in the Bible, the book of life, that fight for your own salvation with fear and trembling. Don't look at somebody. So I had to cut all those things and then be focused.
So you stopped the crave life and then you
now I saw that worshiping God is a different way. It's not like me being an extremist, I can really, if I can understand God, read the Bible, I know there is nothing like me killing myself so much. The Bible, the question that we ask ourselves, Club B and why do we stress ourselves? But anyway, so culture is dynamic.
When you started business and then you left the crave life and stuff, how was it like Ebefia, your mom and your parents? How
they had the effect. But where would I take the effect to? They said I should go to university. I remember the first time I got drunk in my life. Yeah.
It was in the university?
No. That was the second one. The first one was class 5. We called palm wine.
Class 5?
And I got drunk. Yeah, palm wine.
Did you know what you were drinking?
Of course I knew. It was my area. Antibi, but no more tondoko. Palm wine, I'm a con palm wine, I'm a boy, and I'm sure my breath. My mom was worried. This area they say in if you see. I tell now what to see. Palm wine. Now the second one was after me enter university. Now I didn't know of BS stuff. So we got drunk. I came home vomiting and stuff. My mom was saying, and I started laughing.
Wow.
It was that bad.
Time when I started business,
yeah.
When the cash was coming.
The cash was coming. Now I come home, young boy was school. Me to cash have me same. If you have many friends, we don't sleep. I'm quite exposed to different friends though. Until life is a bit changed. So I come back to the house. The life is it's the same like campus. Me get the same thing back in the house. And then one day my dad called me, Kofi, this is not the end of life. You don't have to be doing this. Into alcohol up to now is not really part of me now. I'm not a fan of alcohol. But there will be another ammonia.
Was it still in the second year when you had that conversation with your dad?
My dad, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, into minimize alcohol. Obionimo uses we are second year. If you mention Reverend on UCC from 2004, nobody will say a good thing anyway.
Oh wow.
The only good thing they will tell you is I was helping people, that is all. But not as in when we say good thing, you wouldn't get a good thing from my friends. Hey, this guy, he likes spending, he likes chilling. He likes spending money. When you give him even 1 billion right now, he spend all and stuff. It wasn't like chilling. I like to really support and help people. Yeah. I don't want to see somebody struggling. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So third and fourth year were cool.
Very worse.
West
more. I became, I met now business people, and on campuses, those days from 2004 to 2005, people would come to you. Introduce new business to you when they see that you are smart. So now I ventured into visa business on campus.
Visa business?
Yeah, visa business.
Let's hold that thought here.
All right.
And then we'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll be going deeper into the conversation. Is becoming very, very interesting. Thank you for staying tuned, but just stay on. Okay, we'll just be back.